Hi guys, just an update video on what I've been up to lately with Pokemon games. I have a few random clips running in the back of my adventures, just from a few games. Well, on Pokemon Violet, I've been shiny hunting here and there. What you see on screen now is one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 8, Phalanx. The shiny still looks pretty cool in Gen 9. That I am happy about. I have also been hatching shinies for the recent raid den Pokemon. Not all of them, but mostly the ones I have time, the shiny hunt for. Rowlet and Froakie. I have lots of shiny Rowlet on Legends Arceus, but believe it or not, I've never had a shiny Froakie, Frogadier, and Greninja before. Crazy enough, the one I hatched came with 6 IVs. What are the odds? It's also inside of a Moon Ball, which is probably now my next favorite ball after the Luxury Ball, which is a staple for me. I play Pokemon games since Generation 1, and I remember the first time in the 90s when my uncle got my cousin and I copies of Red, Blue, and eventually Yellow. But it was not until about Generations 4 and 5, where I really started caring about shiny Pokemon. I just find them really fascinating. I have most of the shinies in the living decks, completed, legit. But there are still a great bit of them I require. The best thing about shinies is not knowing what some may look like, hence, where in Gen 9 there are so many subtle shinies, they're easily missed. So I had to take a break just to do a brief research on a few targets. Gen 5 is my favorite gen, so Haxorus will always be a fave. I've also completed a full party of black shiny Pokemon, which are arguably the best in the franchise, although they don't look the best in Scarlet and Violet. As you can see, I've also been doing the special Terra Raid dens every now and again, but the charm is already worn off. I don't play as much these days, but when I do get a chance, I cop a few shinies. In Legends Arceus, which I dub the best, yes, the best Pokemon game, I've had non-stop shinies really. Just hearing the shiny sound effect in the overworld and also the stars just excites me. I'm over 85% done with the overall shiny decks. The shiny lock mythicals I've actually had to transfer over from my legit hunts in Shine and Pearl to register them as shinies in PLA. I've come across many shinies, alpha shinies I've never had before, and I've just been enjoying the game much more lately. It might be deemed an experimental game, but for me at this time, it's way more fun than Scarlet and Violet. Well, pre-DLC I'll say for now. What made PLA more engaging than other games to me is having the ability to catch Pokemon with ease in the overworld. Moving around during battles was also dope. Increased shiny chances too. This game is an absolute goldmine. Shinies are actually shiny. Pokemon are scaled just at the appropriate size for my eyes. And I'm pretty sure yours too. The only thing I wish this game had a bit more of, is the lore and expansion, but especially more trainer battles. What you see on screen isn't exactly my boxes right now because I have so many shinies caught, but they are now sitting in home, especially due to a recent bug. After a few resets on a map with massive mass outbreaks, I'd get an error code and I can't get back into the game. Well, every now and again. It goes away after a while though. Maybe sometimes I'll have to back something up, in Pokemon Home, or just try again later. I'll be able to get into PLA again. But yeah, shinies galore. It's the best Pokemon game mode right now for shinies to me. I love this game. I love this game. I miss playing games such as Pokemon Colosseum, which I still own to this day. I play it every now and again, do a lot of the tournament stuff and, just enjoy that spin-off game. The team Game Freak worked with, Genius Sonority, I'm pretty sure they were, ex Square Enix devs, but they did a very, very good job with, Pokemon Coliseum. And Shinichi Masuda already stated that we won't really get another game like that again. I really, really enjoy Wes, Rui, and just the overall concept of Shadow Pokemon. Maybe PLA is somewhat of a progenitor to the Shadow Pokemon. I mean, it's a bit of a stretch here, but yeah, I really, really miss games like that. The spin-off games, they really, really did an excellent job of it, but they were really, really cut down in the 3DS era. And games now like Pokemon Legends Arceus, I call them a diamond in a rough. It's a jewel in the Nile, basically, one of a kind. And I've seen various polls where persons would in majority vote for Legends Arceus over basically anything else that has come out so far. And even myself, I'd absolutely vote for Legends Arceus any day over Scarlet and Violet. But yes, of course, Scarlet and Violet, they are incomplete, and there are 2 stages of DLC to be released. I'll assume maybe in the middle of June, and then again probably in the middle or at the end of November, if not December, for the Terrapagos DLC. But yeah, I mean, that's just me rambling. Pokemon Legends Arceus will always have a place in my heart, and I can easily just pick it up, get on, catch some shinies, and enjoy the environments. I understand it's just very repetitive and maybe bore some people out, especially after the main story, which, I mean, it really wasn't the best, but it was the Pokemon game that we wanted. And we actually wanted games like Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl to have the same, a similar aesthetic. But you will see soon enough my thoughts on BDSP, but I mean, it's not too positive. But yeah, I mean, I'm just glad I accomplished what I needed to. As for BDSP, it's pretty much a dead and forgotten game. Of recent, I've sent up my Deoxys, shiny hunted from my Emerald via the Ace Glitzer Popping glitch, to get the Birth Island, to actually get the shiny I'm going. Just had a bit of fun with it. However, BDSP was happily swept under the rug by Game Freak. Yes, ILCA developed these chibi remakes, but the purpose Shining Pearl served for me was to shiny hunt mythicals and hatch a shiny Fion. All of whom I've transferred to PLA to enjoy, and then home. Last thing I've done on the game was complete my shiny Giratina hunt, which easily took over 3,000 soft resets. Way worse than my shiny mythical hunts, almost double the count compared to each of them. I wasn't paying much attention and almost reset on the shiny Giratina, hence such a short clip recorded with my Switch. Lastly, I cannot wait for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Hidden Treasures DLC. Maybe that will spice up the Pokemon scene again for me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you aren't already, that is. Thanks so much for watching.